It's your boy Mikey. Today we're talking about adrenochrome. So there's an actual chemical compound known as adrenochrome, but we're talking about the conspiracies. Conspiracies had a thing. This is like a harvested drug from the blood of children, which you can inject into a grown adult, and that can actually reverse your age or rejuvenate your body. Like that's a conspiracy scheme. I know there's an actual compound with the name, but let's just get into the mystery on conspiracy of adrenochrome.
I think there's only one source for this stuff. The adrenaline gland from a living human body.
It's a drug. It is a drug.
Adrenochrome, a substance extracted from a living human body. But could such a drug be real? According to numerous independent research,
Yeah, we had a look at numerous independent research on some kind of like a testimony or something like that, inclined to make us believe that adrenochrome is actually a harvested drug that's actually real. But like, it's still in the section of conspiracy or myth.
researchers, not only is it real, many of the Illuminati elite are addicted to it and will stop at nothing to satisfy their depraved demand.
Said it would take me higher than I'd ever been in my life.
Join me as we dive down the dark.
I would like to personally believe it is real because that gives us an explanation of sacrificing children itself, like well, not just all that human organ harvesting shit like that and sacrificing the demons fucking shit. There has to be some kind of like a byproduct with the blood of children itself.
Rabbit hole of adrenochrome.
She said to my ear, "I'm going to drink your blood."
Long before popular culture,
Well, it could be some demon like shit, like taking your blood and check your body out drinking. It can be some like a demon like frenzy or some kind of occult dark magic black magic ritual, but like not so necessarily like a miracle drug that actually rejuvenates your body. Like, but it's still more interesting to actually hear about this.
portrayed vampires as sexy heroes. Stories of a monstrous nobility who craved human blood were very much real.
Well, that's every woman's romance novels. Like,
Elizabeth Bathory, the notorious Blood Countess, was a 17th century Hungarian noblewoman who systematically murdered numerous young servant girls, not only bathing in, but consuming their blood.
The tortures went on. From bathing, it was only one step to drinking. Elizabeth would pierce the flesh of a victim, hoist her up to the rafters, then swallow the blood as it ran down.
Could there really be a sect among society that is actually addicted to blood? And if so, why?
that explains a lot of celebrities, but there's like a inside the scientific community, like having too much amount of adrenochrome also causes schizophrenia and some shit like that. I just read that report somewhere else.
Deeper research shows the reason might lie in a certain hormone which floods our bodies during times of intense fear or excitement, adrenaline.
So adrenaline is a substance that your body releases into your bloodstream when you're in a potentially dangerous situation.
It's responsible for the fight or flight response in mammals, heightening senses and increasing strength and energy.
In some ways, the fear response gives us superhuman powers. Superhuman powers. You find that you're able to really concentrate. You're able to use muscular strength to an extent that otherwise would be impossible. Basically, these chemicals that cascade into our bloodstream and flood into our brain, they change the way we think and they change the way our bodies function. We don't feel pain.
In the right conditions, it can be exhilarating and downright addicting. Thus the term adrenaline junkies.
When we're experiencing something like a parachute jump, we're experiencing the same chemicals in our brain that a meth user experiences in their brain. So absolutely, you can become addicted to that sensation.
Whether human or animal, blood sacrifice has long been part of the rituals of many cultures, and it was discovered that after consuming the fresh adrenaline-saturated blood of a terrified victim, participants would experience a type of high off of the adrenaline, which could include increased senses, hallucinations, and feelings of euphoria, sometimes assigning a supernatural causality to the effects. Eventually, the precise timing was worked out, so that the victim would be killed at the moment the maximum amount of adrenaline had been pumped into the body. This knowledge was passed down through secret societies, ancient mystery
Oh, like the victim should be like at the intense peak of fear. Oh, now I get it. Like
schools, and
then they can use their blood, to rejuvenate yourself. Like that's the concept.
intergenerational satanic cults.
When they torture the children, it causes a physical reaction of the endomorphins in your body to just increase because of the terror and the pain. So when the Satanists drink the blood, they actually get like a chemical, a high, like a drug high from the blood of a tortured victim.
These entities are feeding off human energy. And one of the things that they do is when they're sacrificing somebody, the people with invisible light, the Satanists and the bloodlines, they'll drink the blood because when the terror reaches a certain point in the ritual, a certain adrenaline goes in the blood, which gives these people a high. I mean, sick is not the word. But on another level, an energetic level, the entities are feeding off the energy coming off of terror and fear.
Most satanic sacrifices include some consumption of the blood, and possibly even body parts.
It is like a satanic ritual. Like the satanic energy, satanic beings can actually feed off this energy, but also like in exchange, they'll some kind of like a reverse aging kind of effect. Like what is the mechanism actually goes inside it? Maybe this also is conspiracy also.
Even
It's
more
just false
disturbingly,
myth.
some of these groups make a point of preferring the blood of children, believing it to be more potent. Another reason the elite drink children's blood is for its known rejuvenating effects. Why do you think some of these old Illuminati Satanists live so long?
It turns out that drinking children's blood is an anti-aging device. This is just really sick and disgusting, but it's a fact. It's a chemical fact. And if you drink adrenalized children's blood, which is to say you terrorize the child, not just with sodomy, but with torture and with other satanic ritual things. If you adrenalize the child's blood before you kill them and drink their blood, this is a doubly
This could have been a joke. Like
effective anti-aging device. You can also harvest children's bone marrow. So children are being killed for their bone marrow as an anti-aging device for the elite. I don't make this stuff up. It's gone on through.
bro, the amount of evil in the world, like if you're an atheist and you hear this amount of evil actually that's just in the world, you have no choice but to turn to God whatsoever. Like
Throughout history. This is not new.
Today, many of the satanic elite are addicted to drinking adrenalized blood.
Any animal that is tortured at the time of its death secretes all this adrenochrome. And that is this power. It's a drug. It is a drug. And these people are addicted to it. And because they call upon interdimensional demonic forces or to help do their bidding, they also believe anyway that they have increased power. And perhaps they do.
Numerous survivors have attested to satanic sects engaging in ritualistic consumption of adrenalized blood, experiencing a high from the adrenaline.
When they go to murder a child, they make sure the child is terrified, so they pump the adrenaline through the blood. And they like to drink that blood, and they're addicted to adrenaline, a lot of them. So there's actually a science, when you analyse it, there's a science behind their madness.
According to researcher Kurt Barker, author of the book Cannibalism, Blood Drinking, and High Adept Satanism,
what the fuck?
well-organized
Who's buying this book? Who the fuck is actually buying this book? Right? Oh, this is going on my read list today. Like
cult members systematically abduct people, torture them to adrenalize their blood, harvest that blood, and drink it. He goes on to state that some professional harvesters acquire adrenalized blood to sell. Pop artists such as Kesha perform mock blood drinking rituals.
Yeah, that's just every pop artist. Like whether every fucking pop artist has to do this some kind of ritual to show their allegiance to who they belong to. But like, or, like I don't know if they themselves engage in these kinds of things.
On
Maybe they do.
stage. Adrenalized blood, however, is not the end. Like other addicts seeking a stronger hit, some prefer the purest, most potent form. Enter adrenochrome, the rumored secret Illuminati drug. Technically, it's a chemical compound produced in the human body when adrenaline oxidizes. It was first mentioned as a recreational drug obtained from a Satanist in Hunter S. Thompson's book Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Where'd you get this?
Never mind, it's absolutely pure.
What kind of monster client have you hooked up with this time?
Satanism freak.
I think there's only one source for this stuff. The adrenaline gland from a living human body.
I know. The guy didn't have any cash to pay me. He offered me human blood, said it would take me higher than...
When a lot of things are conspiracy, it's most likely it's actually real. Like, so I'm much more inclined to believe like there is some kind of compound that is, but I don't think it actually get, it may give the effects of rejuvenation, but I don't think it actually rejuvenates your entire body or like reverses the age of your body whatsoever.
I'd ever been in my life. I thought he was kidding. I told him I'd just as soon have an ounce or so of pure adrenochrome.
But on the concept, if it actually exists, or 100% must exist, like if it has actually has made it to the public circles, I know everything can be misinformation also, but like it just makes sense that it's actually using this, you know. It just makes sense if you're doing satanic ritual. Like, why wouldn't you even like trying to extract blood from a child and try to inject it yourself?
Or maybe just a fresh adrenaline gland to chew on.
Some say his account was purely fictional. However, Thompson was an expert at combining fiction with heavy doses of truth. And Thompson certainly would know. He himself has been accused of being involved in snuff film operations for the Illuminati elite. In this raw form, adrenochrome is known to cause extreme hallucinations and feelings of empowerment and euphoria. How is the chemical extracted? A victim is terrorized, either being tortured or knowing they're going to be sacrificed, increasing the amount of adrenaline that is flowing through their body. They are then killed, and the adrenochrome is collected with a syringe from the base of the neck or spinal column. According to researcher and author Fritz Springmeier, a human victim only produces around 10 cc's of adrenochrome. So once it's collected, the drug can be sold on the deep black market and corner.
What the fuck? Then it must regard a lot of child sacrifices actually, to make it for mass production.
Of the dark web at exorbitant prices. Pop culture has provided strong hints that this secretive drug could be a real thing.
Yep, it is a real thing.
In his book A Clockwork Orange, English writer Anthony Burgess listed a substance called Adrenochrome as one of the drugs that could be added to his fictional Milk Plus. Stanley Kubrick later chose to make this as a film, and some researchers have speculated it's about adrenochrome.
Yep, and Stanley Kubrick also, make Ice White Shut like. So he's inside this satanic circles or the elite circles. Like he's well in touch with these people, but yeah, and they had like do some kind of like a revelation of the method. They're actually doing this, and they had to show it through media and pop stars itself. Like they had to show what they're actually doing. That's fucking strange.
In 1982, British rock band Sisters of Mercy released a song called Adrenochrome, which mentions the mysterious substance several times. So what do you guys think? Was Hunter S. Thompson giving us a little dose of reality? Could this be the real reason behind all the legends of vampires and other blood drinkers? I'll be eager to see what you think in the comments.
Yeah, like every conspiracy theory that actually happened actually came true. Like, it's not really conspiracies anymore. Like,
Sometimes I like to layer my lip products.
Bro, this bitch is fucking retarded. Like,
A great combination is Blair Butler.
you know, you had to do all this fucking, to show your religions, owned by them. Or some kind of like a strange, uh, blood artist makeup and all that shit. And you can actually see, she looks like anorexic as fuck. This bitch is fucking retarded.
And Bossy Bomb. I always carry Fembot with me and Cosmo with me.
What's the point of being a famous pop star, but your entire soul is owned by them?
Today I'm gonna go for a little Bossy Bomb.
Yeah, this bitch's brain is retarded as fuck, bro. Like, guys, and you can see this lady like
Stay so
admitted.
youthful. I tell them I eat well, get plenty of rest, and every third Sunday
I don't know who that is. Probably some kind of famous actor. Like,
I drink the blood of a virgin. And these days, they're getting harder and harder to find.
yeah, if it's a joke, it's not even a funny joke. And it's just one like they actually have to tell what they're actually doing. It's a revelation. I mean, they actually have to, the show to the people they're actually engaged in these kinds of things. That's how every satanic class actually moves. Whether any other conspiracy, they actually show who their allegiance is to. Like, I don't know. Does it real? Is it reduce the karmic backlash? Like, I don't know why they actually try to. They have to give the revelation of the method to everyone. Like, yeah, I am owned by satanic entities.
Always ask me how I stay so youthful. I tell them I eat well, get plenty of rest.
Yeah, this bitch is 100% in hell. Like I'm not the type of person that actually, condemns someone to hell, but this bitch is like, she's out there, she's out here like, she ain't getting no more adrenochrome no more.
It's very, very popular.
Enter Adrenochrome, the rumored Illuminati drug. Technically, it's a chemical compound produced in the human body when adrenaline oxidizes them to cause a flowing through their body. They are then killed, and the adrenochrome is collected in deep black.
Or worse. It's very popular in the elite Illuminati circle.
This bitch took it too, like, it's every actor on the...
The cabal learned that children were the best extraction source for the highest potency adrenochrome. The younger, the better. As people get older...
This is a celebrity, actually. A celebrity, lose weight and glow up list. They first have Ozempic, and then with a little bit of adrenochrome. Like, they have a fucking list of actually drugs and a little bit of other fucking recreational drugs also.
The concentration and the potency of the...
That's the usual stack for a celebrity glow up.
Adrenochrome declines, and the more terrified a person was determined how potent the adrenochrome that their pineal gland created. It's
with the amount of children that's actually going missing every fucking year, like throughout the entire, the world, there are thousands and thousands of children being missing every day. Like, it's not just for organs, but if children are being, missing and shit, like, they're being harvested for blood and adrenochrome or some kind of loose energy, like, for satanic demons and fucking shit.
probably the most expensive drug in the world, and very rare. Because it is so very expensive, only the richest people, celebrities, billionaires, can afford it.
Whether human or animal, blood sacrifice...
And they'll try to trick you, like, to take this shit if you're a celebrity. Like, you can, every fucking atheistic celebrity, like, what they actually fear in life is that they're like 100, they're like terrified of actual death. So they try every fucking means to attain some form of immortality and shit. Like, so they're like, what do you say, persuaded, to actually, like, if you become a famous pop star, like, you're persuaded in that circles, you have to take this shit, like, and it can regenerate you or reverse your age. Like, the greatest fear of some celebrities is losing your look and becoming old and wrinkly. Like, so you don't sell your records, you don't have the same, pop effect when you had back when you're younger. So this can be, the hook, line, and sink for, forcing or persuading celebrities to actually, like, taking this adrenochrome shit.
Has long been part of the rituals of many cultures, and it was discovered that after consuming the fresh adrenaline-saturated blood of a terrified victim, participants would experience a type of high off of the adrenaline, which could include increased senses, hallucinations, and feelings of euphoria.
Imagine if this shit's more, potent than fucking like uh cocaine and shit.
Sometimes assigning a supernatural causality to the effects. Eventually, the precise timing was worked out, so that the victim would be killed at the moment the maximum amount of adrenaline had been pumped into the body. This knowledge was passed down through secret societies, ancient mystery schools, and intergenerational satanic cults.
Yeah, we saw this.
Most satanic.
It turns out
a lot of them. So there's actually a science, when you analyse it, there's a science behind their madness.
There were 26 biolabs set up by the CIA in Ukraine. Over 2/3 of the 26 were not set up for making dangerous gain of research pathogens, but was the hub of, you guessed it, adrenochrome production. Ukraine was the hub of one of the most abundant human trafficking spots on the planet. That shouldn't shock the world. It's one of the most corrupt countries on the planet. The brutal truth is that Ukraine was the biggest producer of adrenochrome in the world. This will explain why all the secrecy and why 90% of all the paid mercenaries have walked off their jobs recently. And some have even shifted sides to help the Alliance of Nations. And Ukraine is defeated. So this is a big part of the puzzle that is being revealed to the world. You're going to hear about it.
I know Ukraine has some black magic shit. Like, what the fuck is
from
this?
Others. I wonder how many of the U.S.-funded biolabs was actually making this adrenochrome product. This was for the most expensive drug on the planet. And they also got a way to make its generic form, synthetic adrenochrome. And I want you to guess what is the most popular used drug to cut the synthetic adrenochrome with.
Yeah, okay, now we were waiting, like...
You guessed it, fentanyl. So it all ties together. It's the biggest cover-up about Ukraine, guys. And what makes it so terrible is that these criminals, these demons, were actually funding all of this with your money. And I'm not just talking about American money, money from all over the world. All these countries that the intelligence agencies are in and the cabal is in have been using your money to do their dirt and make more money. They steal your money to put it into opportunities, should I say, to create an industry that makes them trillions of dollars each year. And I'm not going to get into the pain and suffering of all the human trafficking. When Americans find this out, they're going to be pretty pissed off also. So prepare yourself, guys. It's a sad day for this world that we allowed these few, just a small group of idiots, criminals, to conduct human trafficking, torture, and the production of a drug.
So fentanyl is actually like some kind of like a drug originated from adrenochrome. Like, I don't know about that, but it logically explains, why human trafficking and all that shit, takes place, harvesting this kind of miracle drug, and also like for other fucking sexual fucking deviant activities. Like, this makes sense. So my verdict on it is kind of like real, and it's only distributed among the the higher elite circles. That's about it.